Now we'll discuss how to overcome the exclusion argument. If the logic of the exclusion argument is valid, then only if one or both of its logical premises is incorrect is there potentially room to develop a theory of mental causation, including one where mental acts of willing are actually causal of their intended consequences. So any theory of mental causation that attempts to overcome Kim's exclusion argument must explicitly state which premise is incorrect. In my 2013 book, The Neural Basis of Free Will, I argued that the exclusion argument does not hold under indeterminism. To begin with, note that without the sufficiency of a physical cause, Kim cannot rule out mental causation on the basis of the exclusion argument. The sufficiency of physical causation is crucial if the exclusion argument is to succeed at excluding mental causation. Basically, the major premise that physical causation acting at the rootmost physical level is sufficient to account for what will happen next does not hold if indeterminism is the case. This is because any particular present microphysical state is not necessitated by its antecedent microphysical states. In other words, the traditional definition of causal closure, namely that every physical event has an immediately antecedent sufficient physical cause, is not satisfied, because when a cause can be indeterministically followed by any number of possible effects, then that cause is not a sufficient cause of any of those possible effects because they might not happen if they have not yet happened, and they might not have happened even after they have happened. In conclusion, if determinism is the case, then the exclusion argument holds, and mental causation, free will, and moral responsibility are ruled out, as is compatibilism. However, if indeterminism is the case, the exclusion argument does not hold, and mental causation and free will and moral responsibility are not logically ruled out, at least by the exclusion argument. This still leaves open the hard work of explaining how mental causation might work in a brain that harnesses indeterministic events to make information downwardly causal, which I'll take up in an upcoming segment on downward causation.